Hey guys, welcome back to another Six Flags Great America construction update. This will be our last drone update for the year. Starting next week, the park is open and ready to ride, and I will be there opening day on the ground, taking some pictures, riding some rides. Lots of fun stuff is going on over here at the park. Checking in with Wrath first, we can see that there is a train on the track. Now, we do know that all three trains are in the maintenance shed, but this train only has 2 rows instead of 3, which is typical for the pull through. Usually for when they do the pull through test, they only use 2 cars. Now, what is the pull through test? This is a test where they check the clearances, they check the track joints. They basically use a winch to pull the train throughout the entire layout. I believe this is what is going on here, or maybe they're just testing some alignment of the brake runs and whatnot with a partial train. Overall, looking at the rest of the layout, obviously the track is now complete. I missed the full track completion, but that's all right. It looks freaking fantastic. You can see just how close it gets over here to Demon. We'll talk about Demon a little bit later, but we can also kind of look at the station over here. We can see that it is a pretty hefty looking station with a bunch of tiers of roofs. And due to some new documents, we actually know exactly how the queue is going to look. So we'll go over that after we're done with the rest of the drone flight. However, yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see everything come together. You can actually even see down here that they have the gates for the train and the platforms already installed. Something I just noticed now is that these short slanted roofs over here just cover the entrance and exit of the ride, but the black curved arch actually goes all the way back and covers what is the transfer track, which means that when you're stacked on the brake run, you'll be in the shade. It's a very nice touch. We can see back here in the employee lot that no more track pieces or any supports left. And one of the big old cranes is sitting back there too. Here's another good angle of the ride. This thing is going to be really pretty. From what I've heard, it's very dominating within the park, and I can definitely imagine that. Here's another angle of the work being done with the trains, and kind of a look at what's going on in terms of the concrete, in terms of the exit gift shop, the queue, and the midway. Kind of looking towards the front entrance, the 6 flags are back up. Instead of being on the hill now, they flank the entrance, and I think it looks really nice. And it looks like the old security booths may have gotten some work done as well. But overall, I would expect the new entrance to be a lot better and a lot nicer looking. One thing I did want to mention over here with Wrath's sister ride Demon, there's no trains yet on Demon, which this happened last year. It usually means that the ride isn't going to open with the park. Now, to be fair, this ride can't open with the park this year, given that Wrath is in the way. But hopefully it'll be able to open pretty shortly after Wrath opens, if not with the same time that Wrath opens. You can also see the new exit path that has been made for Demon. It's a lot shorter than what it used to be. I'll show a comparison soon. But also they use this opportunity to kind of expand the exit platform of Demon, which will definitely give much needed room for the exiting guests off that train. You can see that the coaster groundwork is complete too. The grout is in, so everything is set in stone. Yeah, that's about it for drone pictures. I mean, the park's getting ready for opening, and that's kind of it. But something that was pretty cool is something that I probably should have done earlier in this process, but someone else did. They actually asked the village of Gurney for the Great America Wrath of Rakshasa site plans. These site plans basically show everything that is being built with Wrath of Rakshasa. This is what the site plans look like. You know, they're pretty dense and pretty engineering-y, but with my day job, this is what I look at many days. So I was able to kind of break things down a little bit, and I'll be able to kind of decipher what this means for you guys. This is basically Google Maps right here. So you can see Demon on the left, Buccaneer Battle on the right, north is up. And if I slowly bring in the site plans here, you can kind of start to make out different things. So like right in the middle here, there's the paths. This is kind of where the midway used to go, but you'll see it's actually kind of expanded, especially up over here. Just for context, I'll bring in the coaster. This is the layout. You can see that they made the midway kind of come out a lot further along the drop than they had to. I think purely because it would have been wasted space otherwise, and it's also going to be a fantastic photo opportunity. Just look at how close that gets to Demon over there. Now, also note that the way I line things up, that's not perfect, but you get the idea. It's going to be freaking awesome. I did pull in a little bit of greenery over here, and the good news, I think, is that I believe that there's still going to be some water over here. I don't think it's going to be quite as much as was planned over here and kind of shown in the original, like how the park used to be, but the site plans do have water in it, so it would be cool to have those ponds back. However, I did note that this ride over here is still called Orbit, which hasn't been the Orbit since 2017, so they might have just used old background images and just overlaid the new information for the new ride. So nothing conclusive on that. Just another cool thing to look at, these are going to be the safety fences. So this is where the ride gets super low to the ground and they want to put up the fencing. It's the same sort of fencing that they used for Max Force and X Flight. It was detailed later in the documents. But yeah, that's those black dots. That's where the fencing's going to go. Now, the next thing I wanted to look at over here was the queue. We're going to start kind of easy with Demon's Queue over here. The entrance and exit are going to be in the same spot, but it looks like there's only going to be 2 lanes. They might actually be getting rid of Flash Pass completely here. But you'll enter on the right, go over there, and then, yeah, the exit been expanded, and it'll go out to the right over there. You can kind of bring in what it used to look like right here. But it used to wind all the way down around over here and then back. And as you can see, Wrath is in the way. So they reconfigured that. And I think that'll be an absolute win. Kind of looking at Wrath's queue, I actually was able to guess this pretty well just from the drone shots. But we have some pretty cool additional details here. So this blue line, this is the regular standby queue. There's going to be 2 very large switchbacks kind of underneath the helices here. The finale helices. But something that is cool is that they're actually building some real shade structures. In the past 2 attractions we've gotten, Max Force and Sky Striker, they've both had kind of wimpy looking queue coverings. For Max Force, it has that like giant steel structure and then just some pieces of fabric, which is pretty similar to Goliath. And then with Sky Striker, originally it was just a bunch of Home Depot tents, but then they moved towards something that looks like X-Flight Station. But for these, they're actually going to end up building these large pergolas that look very similar to something that might be in a Cedar Fair park, honestly. They're kind of real buildings. They don't have walls, but they have real roofs, real tiles, real everything. So that'll be a nice place to sit and wait in the shade. Unfortunately, though, because they don't have a fabric covering, they'll never be gone, which will eliminate some of the picture shots from this portion of the queue. But I think there will be plenty of views along the rest of the course. Now, as you may remember, in front of Demon, there used to be a bank of lockers. They don't do required paid lockers at Great America, which is one of the best parts about the park. One of the most annoying parts about Cedar Fair parks is always having to find a locker, especially Kings Island or Cedar Point, futzing with the locker, paying for it and all that. So it's nice that Great America is still going with the bin system. But they do offer paid lockers in a couple of different locations, just in case you want to have the peace of mind and leave your bag in a locked spot. And this orange spot right here is going to be where they end up putting normal lockers. They're going to be basically the same banks of lockers that have been around the rest of the park, and they'll just go underneath their own little pergola there. But this one too also has a nice little accent design feature. It's like this ride's going to actually look pretty nice. Following along in the queue, after the big switchbacks, there's this very shallow ramp. So I was asking a couple of weeks ago what those footers would end up being. Those footers are going to end up being for a big ramp. They're going to do a ramp up to the station, which should hopefully allow like Max Force ADA guests to take the front entrance in instead of going up the exit. But there will be a ramp that kind of wraps around inside, in between the third and fourth inversions and kind of the crest of the brake run. And then they will go into the station here with this like pitchfork looking thing. They'll ride the ride, and they'll exit to the right. They'll grab their bags off of the loose article bin conveyor belt. Then they will wind down another set of ramps over here, kind of in backstage. And then what they'll end up doing is routing underneath the entrance. They'll go underneath. There's actually, if you look in the drone footage, there's a tunnel where the people will walk underneath, and then the exit will lead all the way over to the former Demon Snacks building, which is being turned into a gift shop. And then there's also a bypass for the gift shop in case the gift shop's closed and the ride's open. You can exit just around there. Yeah, this is a really cool document. It shows us a whole lot, and I love seeing these sorts of things. It's really easy to remake coasters with these sort of documents, and it's cool to kind of get a behind the scenes engineering look at the process that goes on usually behind the scenes. All this is something that you can just request. So I love that you can just kind of go to the city and ask for this stuff. But yeah, now this is kind of the last thing I wanted to show. There's been a big question about, is there going to be theming or not? And while I don't think there's going to be a lot of theming, it does seem like there's a few small elements, at least in these documents. You can see here that these things that I've highlighted in purple, the long skinny one in the center of the screen, that's going to be the ride portal, so the sign. But then up close to them, you'll see statues. There's actually going to be 2 statues kind of flanking the queues. In the switchback area, there's 3 signs. There's a double sign and then 2 single signs. It's unknown at this time if this is going to be theming, kind of like Superman, or I know in like Raging Bull's queue and Goliath's queue, they have a couple of advertisement boards in there. So they could be ads, they could be theming. Otherwise, either way, they're signs. You can also see that they plan on installing Fun TV, which they didn't do for Max Force, interestingly. For a low capacity ride, it would have been nice to have TVs, but it looks like this ride's going to have TVs along with Mr. Fans. And then there's also going to be a mysterious crate over here, kind of by the ramps. I don't know what this crate is going to do, but hopefully it's something interesting. Overall, yeah, that's a look at Wrath of Rakshasa's site plan, and I'm very excited to get back to the park. I love Great America, and it'll be great to get on all of their current rides and then see Wrath from inside the park. Expect lots of pictures and content from opening day, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.